That's right.
Well, I'm shaking my own chains, and let me tell you when I really busted out of my cage. I was in seminary, and one of the classes that we took was on African traditional religions. And the course was taken in Ghana, West Africa. I lived in Ghana, I studied in Ghana for only about a year, but I'm only about a month. But a month was all I needed. Because in my upbringing, all I was taught about Africa was as bad. As a matter of fact, in my school, if you really wanted to offend somebody, you call them an African booty scratcher. Man, there's some fighting words right there. We would look at some brothers and say, man, you so black, you purple. And those were fighting words. Because everything black was derogatory and evil. And if we wanted to offend somebody, we'd throw their blackness at them. And really that was a symptom of our self-hate.
That's right.
So I was going to Africa, I didn't know. I said, well, what do Africans eat? I had a whole suitcase full of beans and rice because I wanted to make sure I could eat something because I didn't know what them folks ate. I didn't know who I was going to see. Well, let me tell you something. I got off the plane in Ghana, West Africa. And immediately when I got off the plane, a brother greeted me at the airport and said, welcome home, brother. He grabbed me. Then after that, we went to the marketplace. And in the marketplace, when the brothers and sisters were selling their wares, one of them looked at me, recognized I was from the States, recognized that I was on a family reunion tour. He took this bracelet off of his wrist. He put it on my wrist. He said, we are brothers. I said, brother, what does this mean? What is this? This is so nice. He said, this is an Akan symbol. It really, if you look at it, it says, or it means Jinyame, Jinyame, Jinyame. I said, what does Jinyame mean, brother? Because I saw this symbol everywhere in Ghana, West Africa, Jinyame, everywhere. And one of the brothers, he pulled me up and said, Jinyame means I fear no one but God. I fear nothing but God. So when he put it on my wrist, and I've not taken it off since I've been in Ghana, I keep it on my wrist. And I keep it on my wrist because every now and then I need to be reminded that I am a son of God. So yesterday I was down in Annapolis, and I was standing before elected officials to fight against a bill where they're trying to capture your DNA. So every time you commit a crime, they want to take your DNA, put it in the database, and then every time a crime is committed, they have your DNA already. They can put you at the scene of the crime if they wanted to.
That's right.
I was down there in front of Senator Bernard Jones, in front of Delegate Kurt Anderson, in front of all of these elected officials, and they tried to stand and act as if they knew better than me. Who am I? Just a naughty-head preacher from Baltimore. I don't know nothing. I ain't no elected official. And they sat there in those big chairs and big tables and wanted to look down their noses at me as if I was nobody. But you know what happened? As they were looking down their noses at me, and I almost began to cower in the shadow of their superiority, I looked down at my wrist.
Go ahead.
And I was reminded, the brother who put it on my wrist did not know that he would be setting me up for greatness, because I looked down on my wrist and I was reminded that I fear no one but God. I fear no man. I fear no army. I am an army. Because Almighty God has given me everything I need.